We're set to go. Your 16-lap PRD Mini and Mini Rocket. Here's how we'll line them up inside row one. In the number 17 PRD Mini driver, Matt Heelan. On the pole position, Mini Rock drivers, Matthias Solar in the 125 starting second. Starting third, the 456 is Zachary Howenshead. Starting fourth, Dylan Gennaro in the 18. Fifth, it'll be the 51 of Gabriel Ramirez. Humberto Peretta in the 495 starting sixth. Seventh, it'll be the 12 of Jet Nolan. Landon Kelly in the 00 starting eighth, and Ryan Rackley in the number 30 will start ninth. A couple drivers would like to turn things around. Landon Kelly completing one lap in the pre-final. And some tough luck rolling on the 30 of Ryan Rackley. Did not complete a lap. Got together as this group piled them up into turn number one and really shuffled things around. We'll see if they realize they got plenty of time. 16 laps. Lewis going to look over. Shows him green. We're underway. Look at this. 3 wide. Dylan Gennaro going to be right in the middle of the sandwich. Dylan hanging out to the outside, gaining some advantage. And Dylan now will hop up into the top position as they work their way into the hairpin turn. Again, PRD Mini driver, the 17 of Matt Heelan. And the rest of the drivers, all Mini Rock drivers. So Dylan coming out of the gate pretty strong. Right now running second overall as they enter the chicane. Nice start for this group of drivers. Much better than they got going in that pre-final. And they'll head down the front stretch. Good little battles. They work down into turn number one, led by the 125 of Solar. Solar, your leader. Dylan running second. Howenshead running third. Zachary off to a very good start. Finished third in the pre-final. Currently running third. Solar coming from the outside of row number one. That was overall quick time in the Mini Rock. And he's your leader. Solar, your leader. In pursuit, Dylan Gennaro on the number 18. Again, Dylan finishing fourth overall, third in the Mini Rock in the pre-final. And they'll come down the front stretch. 16 laps. Here they come down the front stretch. Solar, your leader. Dylan going to look over his right shoulder. Looks like he'll run the tire tracks, your leader. Glued to your leader off of turn one. They'll come off turn one. Pretty well button up now, making their way into the tree turn. And Solar a little bit more out on that entry to the tree turn than Dylan. Dylan seems to be more of the center of the track coming to the tree turn. We'll see if that comes into play a little bit later on. But right now, Dylan in pursuit of Solar as they'll make their way to the entry of the chicane. Freight train of traffic, single file. PRD Mini driver running fourth overall. That's Matt Heelan, fourth overall. As they'll come down the front stretch. Again, Dylan going to stay right there on your leader. Going to run the tire tracks. Nice piece of driving. Again, Dylan very composed. I've watched this young man come along, and he's very patient, knows when to make the move. And he's been consistent here in the Mini Rock. Right now holds on to second, and now he's going to go to the inside, finds the lane, and he'll come past now. Brand new leader Dylan takes it over here in lap number 3. A good piece of driving. Again, patient, knows where the holes are, is going to fill it, and he gets up front. So Dylan, your leader, as they come down the front stretch. Now looking back to the inside, Solar got a good run. He's got the quicker cart, and he'll head down into turn number one. So now Solar back up front. Dylan back to second. Running third is Howenshead. Running fourth is your PRD Mini driver, Matt Heelan. Running fifth overall, that'll be Humberto Peretta, fourth in the Mini Rock. And Humberto finishing in the 6th position in the pre-final. And right now he's running fourth in the Mini Rock. So quickly 5 laps in this time by. And your second different leader. And up there for the second time is Solar. Other leader was the 18 of Dylan Gennaro. Ryan Rackley trying to gain some ground, and he will be able to do that off of turn number 1. Ryan Rackley gets around Jet Nolan, a pair of Tony Karts doing battle. And they head into the tree turn. Rackley just a little bit ahead of Jet Nolan. Now Jet will cross back over. He'll take that position right back. So good seesaw battle between Jet Nolan and Ryan Rackley for 7th. Leaders now make their way to the top of the chicane, led by Solar. In pursuit, the 18 of Dylan Gennaro. Zachary Hollinshead running third as they come down to the line. 6 laps complete this time by. Now looking to the inside is the 456. Hollinshead's got the momentum, and he'll take that spot away. Now Hollinshead second. Dylan back to third as they come nose to tail through the tree turn. Top 3 drivers, all mini rocks. Solar, Gennaro, and Hollinshead to the top half of the hairpin turn. And they are tight as they exit off the hairpin turn. So far, 2 different leaders. 3 lead changes among those 2 drivers, Solar and Dylan Gennaro. And now you got Zachary Hollinshead right there in the mix of things, currently running second. We'll see if Zachary's got enough to get around your leader. He stays in behind Solar, and they make that sharp right-hand turn off of turn 1. And it'll pick them up now as they make their way into the tree turn, nose to tail. Again, the 56 of Hollinshead, 456, going to keep the heat on Solar. And I really had a good hard run going to the tree turn. Dylan staying in third, not a bad place right now. Close it in at a halfway point. Dylan's got to be happy here at the halfway point. Has led so far once and now sits back in third, and he's on the heels of second running Hollinshead. They'll pick up the halfway. This time by as they head down to turn number 1. Top 3 drivers nose to tail. So halfway, Solar your leader. Hollinshead running second. Dylan Gennaro running third. Fourth, it's your PRD mini driver, Heelan. Fifth, it'll be Peretta. Sixth, it'll be Rodriguez. Seventh, Rackley, Jet Nolan, and Landon Kelly. So 8 in, 8 to go. 2 different leaders and 3 lead changes among Dylan Gennaro and the 125 of Matthias Solar. And right now, Hollinshead in the meat of the sandwich through the chicane, running second. Again, Dylan in a pretty good spot, running third. And he's staying right there with your leaders. 9 laps complete down into turn number 1. Overall, quick time, 39.946. Zachary Hollinshead did that back in lap number 6. And now Zachary's going to kind of find the lane, and he'll muscle his way into the lead. Here comes Dylan. Dylan going to back out of it, going to cross back over, stays back in third. So your new leader, third different leader, fourth lead change. Zachary Hollinshead, your leader here with 9 laps complete. Remember, I told you 39.946 back in lap 6 for Zachary. And he's up front right now as your new leader. So field comes down the front stretch. 10 laps complete, 6 to go. Top 3 drivers, Hollinshead, Solar, and Gennaro. Keep an eye on the 495 Humberto Peretta, 1 second behind your leaders, and he is definitely closing in on your top 4. Heelan in the 17 PRD mini driver. That is your 4th place kart overall. That is PRD mini driver. Humberto Peretta in behind him off the hairpin turn. Man, your top 3 drivers are nose to tail to the top of the chicane. Led by Zachary Hollinshead, your 3rd different leader. We've seen 4 lead changes among these 3 drivers. And folks, this one ain't over yet as they head down into turn number 1. Humberto Peretta trying to get that draft with Heelan ahead of him. Humberto right now running 5th, 1 second behind your leader, so he's still got a shot at a podium run as they make their way to the hairpin turn. You're watching these drivers pretty much going to run the same line for each driver, running the tire tracks of each other as they make their way to the beginning of the chicane. They'll make their way to the top of the chicane. Your 3rd different leader, as I said, 4 lead changes among Hollinshead, Dylan Gennaro, and Matthias Solar as they come down into turn number 1. Matt Heelan really going to push Dylan as they make their way into turn 1. Humberto 1.1 seconds behind your leader. Solar working the bumper of your leader, Hollinshead. And it's been pretty much the mainstay. That 3rd place kart coming into the latter part of the race has been in a pretty good spot. We saw that earlier today with Lucas Rodriguez. He ran 3rd pretty much the entire race, found that 1 spot, and was able to make a pass and have some help behind him. We'll see if Dylan can get that help as they come down the front stretch. 13 laps in, 3 laps to go as they come down to turn 1. Solar going to look to the inside, not going to be able to get enough momentum. as Holland's Head elects at turn 1 still as your leader. Holland's Head, Solar, Dylan Gennaro all nose to tail as they come off the tree turn. PRD driver Matt Healing running fourth. He's staying with that lead group through the hairpin turn. Ramirez and Rackley doing battle 6th and 7th. Good little race between those two drivers. So here come your leaders down the front stretch. Lewis got double sticks this time by. 2 to go. They'll head down into turn number 1. Holland's Head, your leader. Zachary going to stay down to the inside. They'll work off turn number 1. We'll see if Solar, who's been up front twice. Again, we've had 3 different leaders. 4 lead changes among those top 3 drivers off the top of the hairpin turn. Holland's Head holding on to the lead. Solar running second. Dylan Gennaro running third. Now they'll make their way to the bottom half of the chicane. Here they come now. They enter the chicane. Time's going to run out. They know it. They're going to see the white. Who's going to shuffle around? Here they come down the front stretch. Let's see if they'll scatter. White flag out. 1 to go. They'll head down into turn number 1. Single file. Nobody gets out of line. Led off of turn 1, Zachary Holland's Head. Now Solar tries to get a run to the outside. Going to be denied off the tree turn. Here comes Dylan to the inside. Dylan trying to get that second spot away. They bounce off each other. Dylan fighting hard for that second spot. Up front, it's Holland's Head. They're going to have a log jam. Look at this for that second spot. In the meantime, your leader going to break away. Log jam for second, third, fourth. Here they come through the chicane. Give the win to the 456 as Zachary Holland's Head breaks away. He scores the win. Here's the battle for second as they come to the line. The 495 Peretta will cash in on that log jam of traffic, and Peretta was 1.2 seconds behind your leader coming off of turn number 1 on the final lap, and Humberto will pick up second, Solar third, Dylan fourth, fifth it'll be Heelan, Ramirez sixth, Rackley seventh, Nolan eighth, and Landon Kelly going to run out your final and 9th spot. What a finish again for your Mini Rock. And they have not let us down. Some of the most exciting races all season long. And they did it again here on the final event of the season. So Holland's Head, your winner.